Hello everyone, and welcome back to Complete and Total Random. Now, for today, we're going to be doing something very simple. We're just going to be going over kind of how to use bushes kind of best for concealing your vehicle. Now, this is actually a little bit simpler than a lot of people make it out to be. Some people make it out like it's, oh, you got to do things very specifically. But what I kind of like doing is I'll kind of get my big bush. Usually I like using the very bushy ones, like the bigger bushes. You can see how they kind of, some of them will stick off and stuff. And then it'll make it a little bit harder for them to tell what you are. Bushes only really help you when you're stopped anyways. Usually I'll avoid this little lower point of the tank, because that'll usually be covered up by grass, foliage, and other things. And then the only other thing that you really want to avoid when bushing up your vehicle is if you're going to be playing simulator, you'll have a gunner optic which will stick out of some point of your vehicle. You want to avoid covering this up. That's the only real thing to note. That's why on my vehicles, especially nowadays, I don't really cover up the turrets. Plus, I also just don't really like how it looks. But basically what I like doing is I like kind of making the front. Come on. Get on there, bush. I like bushing up the front. Come on. Really well. And then ignoring the sides. And then basically when I'm in cover and have bushes and stuff around me, I'll kind of just use I'll sit behind some trees or whatever. And this will blend me in and it'll make it way harder to spot me. I would worry a little bit less about your turret because the turret's going to be the hardest part to cover up. I also really like kind of like the dead brush, because as you can see, it makes it even harder to see the turret. You can also link all of your camouflage schemes to everything, and then it'll make it easier to see. But that's kind of how I like doing my camouflage on my vehicles. It makes it a lot harder to see them and spot them. You can see how it kind of really breaks up the outline. And since it's not square anymore, it doesn't really look as much like a tank. Now that was a quick one. I really hope you guys found this video useful. Thanks for watching.